Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, Lawrence. Jones goes diving, and he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Across midfield before going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Shedding through the defense. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Marios deciding not to bring it out. An option run with Ingram. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 27, Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming to you.
3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And just a yard to go here on second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Lawrence toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Back to the ground with Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll run. It's Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on. 61. Matchbox. Slide. Let's go.
Ingram. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They are really moving.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A handoff for Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. On the option, it goes to Ingram. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Croft.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence, he'll drop that underneath to ETN. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's more. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Mike 54. Alpha 54. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Devon Hamilton able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A great return there of 22 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A give to Etienne running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another tote for Etienne. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 54, Mike's 54. Check, 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 check. 54's Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mike's 5-4, Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check. 4 down.
And they'll run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Hey. 36, Mike, 36. Danny.
And they'll try to run with Etienne. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.